It is so wonderful to see a full room of scholarship awardees, scholarship donors, friends, and supporters of the College of Education, Health, and Human Development. If I haven't had a chance to meet you, my name is Tricia Seifert, and I have the great honor to serve as the Dean of the College of EHHD. Before we get started today, I think we need a rousing round of applause for Becky Stanton, who coordinated this entire event, including maybe reaching out to you very late yesterday afternoon, early evening, to say, we just learned that the parking garage is going to be closed, and they just let us know that. So could we just give some appreciation to Becky for everything? We're so fortunate in the college to have an extraordinary team of leaders, department heads, senior associate deans, and faculty and staff. And so there are many here in the room today. And so if I could ask our fabulous EHHD team please to stand and be recognized. By name, we have Senior Assistant Dean Kate Kaminsky, Department Head of Department of Food Systems, Nutrition, and Kinesiology, Dawn Tarabocha, Director of Community Outreach and Engagement for the Department of Education, Marcy Ryer, faculty member in the Department of Education, Joe Hicks, Associate Dean of Research in EHHD, Mary Miles, and faculty member in Education and Social Studies Broadfield, specifically Christine Stanton. Thanks so much, everyone. If you've been following the news, MSU broke another record this past fall. With over 17,000 students enrolled in degree programs here at Montana State University, I want you to know that at 17,165 students, the College of Education, Health, and Human Development was a strong contributor to this record-breaking achievement, with 88 more undergraduates enrolled in our degree programs than the year before. And so for those of you keeping track at home, that is a 38% year-over-year increase, and I think that is extraordinary. We also have, which brings us to a total of 1,539 students enrolled in our degree programs with graduate students. And you all are a huge part of this success and all of what we are doing to really change lives across Montana and beyond. This past year, Becky and our team in the Dean's office and so many faculty and staff, including Bill Freeze, who comes and videotapes. He was standing, but I missed him because he was working right here. Bill Freeze, he videotapes every single event and often helps with so many others to review scholarship applications. And so our scholarships this year were 84 scholarships, totaling nearly $250,000, benefited 209 students. And so we are so thrilled that you are here today to be honored, to get a chance to meet that scholarship recipient for your named scholarship, and to really recognize the value and the gifts that you are giving and how they always pay it forward. One of the ways that we continue to grow in the College of Education, Health, and Human Development is by creating new degree programs to meet needs across the state. And so I'm really excited to share with you that starting this year, we have a new Master's of Science in Counseling program for school counseling online, so that people in the far corners of Montana who aren't able to pick up and move to Bozeman for a period of time. So if you're still living in Pluvna, or in Libby, or in Ekalaka, you can stay right there and complete your degree program and be able to contribute to the school counseling needs in your schools. We're super excited about that. And another degree program that's working its way through all of the approvals is a Master's of Science in Sustainable Food Systems. We have, yes, exactly, it is worth clapping. It is a program, in large part, I think it's going to really benefit our extension agents in every county in Montana to really be able to support the food system's needs and knowledge of that location. So that's just the beginning. I could actually go on and on and on about all of the exciting things that we have going on in the college. But I just want to really conclude this morning at this moment to say thank you. Thank you for coming, for filling this space. The Midwestern grandmother in me will say, please help yourself to more. We'd rather not have a ton of leftovers. So help yourself to an additional serving if you'd like. But know that your gifts and your sharing is making a difference in the lives of these students who you're sitting with here today. And one of my friends and colleagues to help us in telling that scholarship story and the value of scholarships is our development officer from the MSU Alumni Foundation, Victoria Hommel. And I invited Victoria to come up and share a little bit about how she works with the College of EHHD and with Friends of the College to further support students.
Thank you. And I just want to say and echo Tricia's sentiments of gratitude for every person in this room. Personally, so as Tricia shared, I am a director of development through the Alumni Foundation, and I think it's important that people understand people's why, as to why you kind of land where you land. And so I just wanted to share with you that personally I am a first-generation college student. And if it weren't for scholarships, there's no way that I could have attended school, and I think that resonates with a lot of the students in this room. And I think not only today, but in the future, the number of opportunities that have been provided to me just because I have a college education, and I think there will be even more in the future, is truly priceless. And so I just want to thank everyone in this room on behalf of the students in this room, on behalf of previous students, and on behalf of students in the future who will be receiving scholarships. I want to update you just broadly about the foundation and how everyone in this room has contributed to the success of providing scholarships to students at MSU. Just in academic year 24, so last academic year, a total of $12.3 million was provided to student support across the campus of MSU. $9.9 million of that was for scholarships. So that is a testament to each and every person in this room who has provided. And that's upwards of 4,000 students receiving a scholarship here at MSU. And so that is so impactful. And I just wanted to thank everyone here and echo Tricia in thanking everyone for being here and continuing to have that impact. And of course, if you would like to have more impact or have questions, please come chat with me. I'm here at the front of the room, easy to find, and I have business cards and all sorts of fun things. So, as Tricia said, thank you everyone, and let's hear from the real important people, which is the students.
I think Victoria nailed it. The really important people are those that your gifts are benefiting, and our students are just tremendous. And so I have the pleasure of introducing three speakers, all scholarship awardees who are some of the best and the brightest in the college and are really going to make a difference in this world. And so please welcome Kendra Lien from Food and Nutrition Dietetics. I met Kendra and her family when I was out in Billings at an alumni event last spring, and I'm just so thrilled that the family came to hear also from their daughter. Kendra, please come on up.
Good morning. As Tricia so graciously introduced me, my name is Kendra Lien, and I'm a junior pursuing a food and nutrition degree with a dietetics concentration, along with a business administration minor. I'm also a member of Montana State University Honors College. I am serving as the president of the Montana Student Dietetic Association and also participating in research with Emily Tomeko and her Turtle Island Tales project, which is a cancer prevention and wellness promotion intervention for American Indian families around the country. Last year I also interned as a Bobcat Fuel intern, which is the nutrition program for student athletes here at MSU. I am an active member at my church and in my college campus's ministry group, and I also volunteer as a CAP mentor here in the Bozeman community. Following graduation from MSU, I plan to pursue a master's degree in dietetics and begin my career as a registered dietitian. I hope to live and work in Montana, being a positive resource and a source of hope to those I serve, especially in underserved communities. My coursework here at MSU has been extremely well-rounded, focusing both on the hard sciences and building interpersonal skills, and I truly feel that I will leave MSU with many of the skills and knowledge I need to continue my education and serve as a professional in my community. I want to express my deep gratitude to scholarship donors such as yourselves. Not only do you sacrifice your time and energy to invest in MSU students, and specifically EHHD students, but you also sacrifice monetarily to help support education. Without the aid of scholarships, paying for college would seem like an insurmountable task, and I truly want to express my gratitude to you. I am honored to have received the Fern Irv Connors Home Economics Scholarship to help support my education this school year. This scholarship is truly an honor and such a blessing. This past year has been difficult as health and mental health issues forced my father to quit his job, putting a financial burden on our family. Having extra support in paying for my schooling, especially this year, has been such a blessing and a source of security and hope. Scholarships allow students such as myself to focus on excelling in classes and being an active member in the MSU and Bozeman community, without the burden of having to devote time and energy to finding ways to make ends meet to pay for education. Furthermore, scholarships such as these make pursuing further education beyond undergraduate studies a more realistic goal. I am truly grateful, and I thank each and every one of you for the investment that you have made in MSU students such as myself. We, as this next generation of graduates, are excited to make our mark on the world, and we are able to do so because of you. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Robert Shane. He's a secondary education student in English education. And Robert is one of those incredible students that when you reach out and say, there's an opportunity to speak for a very important person that's being coordinated, their events is being coordinated by the president's office, would you be interested? And without a moment's hesitation, he said, of course, yes. And so I'm so very grateful, and I can't wait to see how your classroom and all of the students you will touch and in your education as a teacher will make a difference. So Robert Shane.
These mics are never made specifically at the height that I think they should be. It's fine, I can like slightly bend down. Oh my goodness, look at that. I could even look around and walk. Perfect. Wow. Anyway, first of all, I don't know how I'm going to really go after you, Kendra. That was really well said. I'm a little nervous now on that one. But Kahi, hello, good morning everyone. I am Robert Shane Jr. I am an enrolled Crow or Upsalaga from Hardin, Montana, which is near the Crow Reservation. And I'm a senior pursuing a degree in English teaching. I want to thank all of those who have, given towards students and supporting them at Montana State. And I want to thank, with my full sincerity, the donor of the Daniel, Miriam, and Rachel Foxman American Indian Educator Scholarship, Marty Foxman. And Cheryl. So the support I have been given or received from Marty has been extremely helpful in reaching my goals of going back to my community and teaching Crow students, future Crow students, where I've seen myself before. And I think especially in getting the necessary requirements for student teaching, so like the praxis, CPR training, backgrounds, things that are like extremely costly. that, otherwise I would have to try to find and secure funds for, has been paid for and has been a barrier that has been reduced or removed so I can get towards student teaching and towards getting licensure. So the support I have been given this year and all the previous years ultimately works towards the goal of supporting the Crow students in my future classrooms. And this is what I believe is an actual true act of reciprocity, a present act that empowers current students like myself, but also preparing to support future students, future Native students in Montana. And so, although I've known Marty for a couple years now and had a very nice phone call last year with him, I'm so thankful that we're able to spend this time together and be able to talk and share a meal. And so, thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being in my corner all these years, supporting me. Yeah. Supporting me and other Native students to reach our goal of not only just wanting to teach, but also wanting to teach back in our communities with our tribes, and really kind of keeping that that community strength really intact. So thank you everyone for coming to the brunch, and Marty for the support you have given me all these years. Oh, perfect, look at that.
This is the better way anyway.
You're right.
Our final speaker is in our graduate program, and Chidimma Ifeh is in the Interdisciplinary PhD program with a real focus in sustainable food systems. And Chidimma has won scholarships and honors and was recognized, I believe, in her very first year as a graduate student at Montana State in winning our 3-minute thesis competition for the university. And I don't think that that's ever been done before. It's pretty remarkable. And so she's also been recognized from past Senator Max Baucus with a summer internship at the Max Baucus Institute, and is really truly going to change the world, as I think I can say every moment throughout this morning. Every single one of our students that you'll meet today have such a trajectory of what they will do and how they will contribute. And so Chidimma, please come share.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good
morning. I'm so happy to see each one of the faces here today, from my professors and every one of the donors here. I want to start by sharing a story of my family. My parents never got a college degree, and I got a college degree, and I came here to Montana State University as part of one of the scholarships that I've received, and I got a master's degree, and I decided to pursue a PhD. So that's not just a personal story for me and my family, but I think it's kind of an encouragement for every other person that I would meet, and my cousins or my niece or nephews. So that being said, when I came to Montana in 2022, I was lucky to be in this college because I believe it's the best college in campus. Yeah. You may want to argue with other things, but personally, I think it's the best college because the college has contributed enormously to a lot of travel scholarships that I've had to go attend in other universities and compete with other students in other universities in the country. And I feel like that travel scholarships and also the other scholarships that students are giving help them focus on not just only trying to reach academic excellence, but also to show other people in other nations, other states in the United States, that Montana State University is also one of the top universities in the nation. And also, I want to say a personal thank you to the donors who have contributed their time, because I feel like the scholarship is going to be a piece of me for every other place that I would be going to. And also, I want to say a big thank you to other professors that have been incredible to me, and also to every family that has contributed, even not knowing the students, and also contributed to international students coming here and trying to make a difference. Thank you so very much.
Chidimma mentions the contributions and the generosity of college donors. You in supporting students in scholarships, but also through the EHHD Dean's Excellence Fund. That fund allows me and Mary Miles and all of our faculty who have students that they want to share their research in national, international conferences. We use those funds to support our students to be able to travel and to share their research. And so I'll just tell a story that Dr. Kari Orendorf is one of our faculty members in health enhancement. Ryder, did you recently travel? Or one of your friends? For one of the SHAPE conferences.
Oh yeah, we went to Helena for a SHAPE conference.
So sometimes they're in Helena. I know that group also recently went to Hawaii like a year ago. Very different kind of travel experience. And yet, in both cases, support from Friends of the College is what enables us to make that happen. And so I just really want to acknowledge and think there are so many ways that Friends of the College enable us to do the good work that I believe that people have come to expect from EHHD in going out and being present, being in communities. Marcy Ryer and Joe Hicks routinely, would you mind just standing so these are our two road warriors in the Department of Education. And I bet this fall alone, you've logged 3,000 miles. Easy. And that's just this semester. And what they're doing is they're going out into rural communities and they're talking with students about what does college look like? And would you like to be part of throwing a pebble into the lake and seeing all the ripples that you make when you're a teacher, when you're an educator? And that's something that many of the educators in this room, I'm looking at you, Dan and Margie Nelson, who have taught in no fewer than 11 rural schools all across the state of Montana. And so, yeah, it's pretty remarkable. This lovely couple over here at table 4 received the Alumni Achievement Award 2 weeks ago at homecoming. And so the gifts that you make as Friends of the College make such a difference, and they continue in rippling out.
Emergency scholarships.
And in emergency scholarships. Oh, yes. And we give, you mentioned sometimes there are students who just have an emergency, like their car breaks down and they're not able to get to student teaching. That's a real detriment. If you no longer can drive to complete your student teaching experience, you might be delayed by an entire semester. And so I think last year, did we give out 10,000?
I think about 5,000.
About 5,000
on average,
in emergency scholarships, and then we've also given emergency food scholarships in the past. And so in each one of these examples, it enables students to keep going, to make progress, and to move forward and graduate. And so as we present scholarships today, I just want to say thank you so much, because your generosity is used in a multitude of ways to support students. How this will work. I will be acknowledging the scholarship name and then invite the donors and their student scholarship recipients to stand, and then I'll read a little bit about that scholarship and the student. So to start us off is the Big Sky Retired Educator Scholarship. If I could ask Rita Fish, Ethan Richardson, and Jaden Larson to stand. This scholar, yes, we should clap. Becky will move around the tables taking photos. This scholarship is offered from the Big Sky Retired Educators Association and goes to qualified third-year education students. With us from the association is Rita Fish. Rita, it's so great to see you again this fall. This year, Ethan Richardson and Jaden Larson were the recipients of the scholarship. Ethan is from Billings and is majoring in secondary education English. He's a skilled writer, a mentor in the Hillman Scholars Program, a CAP mentor working with younger youth in the community, and a substitute teacher. After graduating in the spring, he plans to return to Billings to teach and coach football. Jaden is in our elementary education major. She has over 5 years of hands-on experience in preschools and has done several study abroad experiences to deepen her understanding and cultural awareness. Congratulations to you both. I'd like to recognize the Linda and Larry Hughes Family Scholarship and their award recipients, Phoebe Howard and Taylor Kyle Rainey. This scholarship is offered by donors Linda and Larry Hughes and goes to future teachers who are entering their student teaching semester. This year, there are 2 award winners, Phoebe Howard and Taylor Kyle Rennie. Phoebe is an elementary education major who has experience working with several organizations committed to improving the lives of special education students and will graduate in December. Taylor is a first-generation college student, also in elementary education, and has maintained a strong academic record and will graduate in December after finishing student teaching. So congratulations. You are going to be in the job market in like 3 months. So if anyone's looking for some new teachers, right over here to elementary education, congratulations. The next scholarship, I don't believe the donor is with us this morning. Dr. Ramona Maratz-Baden and her spouse John Baden are the scholarship donors for the Ramona Maratz-Baden Scholarship. Is Carolyn Bechtel and Sydney Morse here this morning? Oh, both students could not make it this weekend because of family commitments. Carolyn currently works for an elementary after-school program and volunteers at Hope Lutheran Church with their middle school group. Sydney is a hardworking student who regularly is on the Dean's List and is committed to building a career where they can educate and empower future generations. This is the Family and Consumer Sciences Education Scholarship. And so if you're of a certain age, you would remember these teachers as home ec teachers. They may have changed your life, taught you how to cook. Today we call them Family Consumer Science majors, and that major is growing and flourishing. So congratulations to Carolyn Bechtel and Sydney Morse. Let's give them a round of applause. The next scholarship that I'd like to announce is the Dr. William A. Johnstone Excellence in Education Scholarship. The scholarship is represented by Margie and Dan Nelson and Marcia Melton. If I'd ask you to stand.
And Marcia's not here, but Brother Jim is. So
Jim, wonderful. Please stand. And our award recipients are Kaya West. Kaya West is receiving the award this year. She is an secondary education English student, passionate about addressing the needs for English language learner teachers, especially for the Spanish-speaking population. Kaya also has hands-on experience working as a substitute teacher and nanny and is involved with TRIO Student Support Services, Campus Ministry, and English Para Todos Spanish Aid. Congratulations. Thank you. Another scholarship supported by Margie and Dan Nelson and Jim. Please stand and be recognized for the Lynn Johnstone Early Childhood Education Scholarship. This year, the award winner is Molly Hauser, a Human Development and Family Science Child Development student. Give you a round. Molly is the culture editor for the MSU Exponent, which is our campus newspaper, works for the Bounty of the Bridgers Food Pantry, and volunteers for campus civil rights in the Bozeman Warming Center. Congratulations. Our next scholarship is the Betsy Palmer Graduate Student Scholarship, represented today by Bob and Janet Palmer, and Betsy's daughter Siri is also here with us today. And the award winners are Claudia Duedu and Marika Geyer. This scholarship is in loving memory of Betsy Palmer, a former education professor in the adult and higher education program at MSU. The scholarship awardees are Claudia and Marika. Claudia is an international PhD student in education and is one of the department's graduate teaching assistants. She is extremely involved and has a ton of experience with organizations that work for child rights advocacy, literacy, and provides training to teachers, other volunteers, and young people. Some of these include Read Wide for Change Network, Ghana Education Service, Africa Education Watch, Peaks and Potentials, and the Science Olympiad. Marika is working towards her EDD in adult and higher education. She also currently serves as a graduate teaching assistant and does research involving her adorable pup, who is really the cutest dog, that she's training to be a campus therapy animal. She also has a laundry list of work experience, awards, and honors. Congratulations to you both. We've heard from one of the scholarship awardees for the Daniel, Miriam, and Rachel Foxman American Indian Educator Scholarship. If I would ask Marty and Cheryl Foxman to stand, and also Robert Shane. This scholarship in memory of Daniel, Miriam, and Rachel Foxman from donors Marty and Cheryl is for an American Indian who is an enrolled member of a federal or state of Montana recognized tribe, committed to teaching in a Montana reservation school upon graduation. Robert Shane is this year's award winner and is an English education major, as you heard, plans to return to his home to teach and advocate for future Native American leaders on the Crow Reservation and surrounding rural communities. Congratulations, Robert. The Sommerfeld Teacher of Promise Award is from donors Donald and Susan Sommerfeld. If I'd ask you to stand, please. And this year the award recipients include Alyssa Edwards and Sarah Fetterman. From donors Donald and Susan Sommerfeld, the Sommerfeld Teacher of Promise Award is for a senior in elementary education who has teaching potential, will make learning exciting and relevant to students' lives, and will make an impact on their school and local community. Alyssa Edwards, the recipient, is an elementary education major who grew up in Chinook, Montana, and has worked for Southwood Childcare and the Zoot Adventure Learning Academy. She's also volunteered for Meadowlark Elementary, Nashua Schools, the Fork and Spoon, and the HRDC Warming Center. Sarah Fetterman.
Yeah, I have
two awards. The Carol S. Nelson Memorial Scholarship, sorry about that, also represented by the Sommerfelds, goes to Sarah Fetterman. Sarah is an elementary education major and is a force. From coaching to volunteering to working, Sarah puts all her energy into everything she does. She is passionate about nurturing and guiding the next generation and can't wait to have her own classroom. Congratulations and thank you to the Sommerfelds. The Norby Scholarship, if I could ask Lois and Kent Norby, and the awardee is Ashlyn Ivester. Thank you. Lois and Kent Norby are the donors to the Norby Scholarship. It's a university-wide award and goes to a student who is a child or grandchild of an MSU alumnus and demonstrates financial need. Ashlyn Ivester, a psychology student, grew up in Bozeman, and we're so glad you're able to join us today. Thank you. The Nancy Hopkins Memorial Scholarship. So Nancy was a faculty member and taught in our practicum program in education for a number of years. This memorial was to honor her legacy. I don't believe Tina Versland is with us this morning representing the scholarship, but the scholarship honors longtime educator and is for elementary education majors. It was created and continues to be funded by the annual Bobcat Pounce 5K that occurs in April every year, of which Joe Hicks is the race director extraordinaire. The recipients of this award is Joshua Foster, an elementary education student. Joshua, would you please stand? Joshua is a resident assistant at one of MSU's resident facilities and is currently in his student teaching semester and will also be graduating in December and going on the job market. We're excited to see where you land a position. Congratulations. Earl and Faye Doney EHHD Scholarship is the next scholarship that we will recognize. Arlene Wepler represents the Earl and Faye Doney EHHD Scholarship, and this year the awardee is Patience Alstead. If I can ask you to please stand. This scholarship goes to a Montana high school graduate pursuing a degree in elementary education, early childhood education, or counseling, with a preference given to current or former students of the Yellowstone Boys and Girls Ranch. Patience Alstead received this award, originally from Haber. Patience is an early childhood education major who has been volunteering and working in education settings since the age of 15. She knew early on that she wanted to be an educator. She completed her first year of college courses while in high school and has a ton of hands-on experience working with kids as an early childhood caregiver, an education paraprofessional, a swim coach, and lifeguard. Congratulations. Suzanne Day represents the Suzanne Day Education Scholarship. Suzanne, if you would stand. Oh, yes, thank you. And Megan Pemberton is this year's awardee. This scholarship goes to a student pursuing a degree in early childhood education. The awardee, Megan Pemberton, is getting her degree in early childhood and plans to use this degree to go on to become a speech and language pathologist in schools. She's part of Advocates, Alpha Omicron Pi sorority, and volunteers for the ASMSU preschool. Congratulations and thank you so much. Deb and Mike Redburn are here representing the Dorothy N. Kennemer Health Enhancement Scholarship. If you would please stand. This scholarship was awarded to Health Enhancement student Ryder Wall. Ryder is a hard worker from rural South Dakota who balances 2 full-time jobs along with his studies. He consistently does well in his courses despite his busy work schedule and is a reliable help with anything anyone needs. Dr. Orndorff nails it when she says that Ryder is an old soul. Congratulations, Ryder. And finally, we have so many generous donors who donate to our EHHD General Scholarships Fund. So we would like to recognize and thank all of you. Some of those donors in attendance today are Allison Harmon, Deb and Mike Redburn, Keith Meyer, Pam Walls, Phyllis Bach, Julie Jorgensen, Gary Lucene and Mary Jo Lucene, Carol Korizik McKenzie, Kay-Ann Miller, Jen Murray, Philip and Mary Parker. Can we give them a round of applause? And we have many students that receive scholarships from the EHHD General Scholarship Fund. With us today, and if you wouldn't mind standing when I say your name, is Chimge Ifeh, who you've already met. She is a first-generation PhD student and has served as the graduate teaching assistant and also teaching a course of her own this year, which is very exciting. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I misspoke. I said Chidimma, and I read Chidimma is pursuing her interdisciplinary PhD program, sorry, and recently completed a fellowship with the Rockefeller Foundation and continues to do research in the area of sustainable food systems. Chimge Sharaf, thank you so much, Chidimma. Chimge Sharaf is here. Please stand, Chimge. First-generation PhD student from Mongolia, specializing in curriculum and instruction. She's a mom of 3. I remember when Chimge first started and her girls were small, and now they are no longer. 2 of them are in university studies themselves. She is a mom of 3, serves as a graduate teaching assistant for EDU 411, teaching culturally, linguistically diverse K-12 students. Congratulations. Harnden, Katie, are you here, is an elementary education major, also part of the Honors College, who is involved with Aspiring Educators QSA and is part of the MSU Chorale. Congratulations, Katie. You've met Kendra Lien. Kendra is here, also part of the Montana Student Dietetics Association, with so much experience, and we're so glad that you're a part of our community. Congratulations, Kendra. Victoria Machado is a master's student in sustainable food systems and works with our food product development lab. She is passionate about creating solutions to reduce food insecurity, both in her home country of Argentina and globally. She is also a Fulbright scholar. Congratulations, Victoria. Vicki Ng is a master's student in adult and higher education who started at MSU with an already stellar record in the field of education. She has degrees in political science and modern foreign languages, a teaching license in elementary education, and was part of AmeriCorps' Teach for America. Congratulations, Vicki. Garrett Murtha. Garrett is a non-traditional student who transferred to MSU to pursue a degree in elementary education. We're excited to see the inevitable things that you will do in your classroom. Congratulations, Garrett. Sidra Umbreen is here with her little boy who also just keeps growing up. Sidra is a graduate student in the Department of Education getting her PhD in curriculum and instruction. She's a parent of 2 kiddos and manages to work as a graduate teaching assistant while also serving Dr. Alicia Elfrick in the multicultural education class. Congratulations, Sidra. Megan Burgess. Megan is a student who, after working at the YMCA, changed her major to Human Development and Family Science, which she says was one of the best choices she ever made. In the future, she plans to attend graduate school to become a marriage and family counselor. Tasha Schaefer is a PhD student in exercise and nutrition sciences as a first-generation non-traditional student and parent. She works as a graduate teaching assistant and is passionate about exercise to improve women's health as they experience major life changes from menopause to the physical and psychological changes related to aging. Really important research. Congratulations, Tasha. And Arcadia Warden. Arcadia is an elementary education student who graduated from Bozeman Gallatin High School. She is regularly on the president's and dean's list and is involved with aspiring educators and works as a nanny for 2 small children. I told you that they're really impressive, and all of our students, so congratulations for your awards, your recognition, and please take a moment to thank those in attendance who helped to make that possible. We have on your tables a new scholarship being created. Judy and John Hickey, while not able to join us today, are in the process of setting up this education scholarship with the Alumni Foundation. The family has a rich generational history of serving in Montana. Judy is a longtime educator, and she and her daughter Liz were featured in the MSU Extension magazine to really demonstrate that sort of continuation of educators from generation to generation. I really want to extend my sincere appreciation for those of you in this room who are continuously giving to create opportunities for students. There are oftentimes I think, I can't pay it back to those scholarship donors who helped me get to where I am today. In some cases, those people have passed, so I can't pay it back. But I always remember one of my mentors saying, T, you just pay it forward. So thank you for paying it forward to this incredible group of students and knowing that they will pay it forward time and time and time again. Again, I want to say thank you to our staff and faculty from the college who came out to join us today, to all of our donors and our students and friends of the college. And like I said, the Midwestern grandmother in me, there are Ziploc bags and Tupperware at the back. It's a catering table, so please to pack up as much as you'd like. If you didn't get a chance or you'd like some more photos, please let Becky know. She's happy to take more photos and then send them out to you. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us today to honor all of the work and the gifts and the scholarships and the future of what lies here in this room. Thank you so very much. Have a great day. Go Cats.